Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Melanie, your She Shed Scrapper. So today we are back with a one-page layout using a kit from the Flavors of the Month kit from the ScrapRoom. And I am going to apologize ahead of time for the loud trucks going by. They've been going by all day. But I have a feeling this is going to be a very, very quick layout. So I wanted to do it in real time. So I am using the Indigo Bloom collection from Uniquely Creative. First time using this company, I believe, for me at least, and I am impressed with the paper quality. It is a good quality, and they have different products. So in my ephemera with the kit, there were these little cute flowers. So I think what we're going to do today is kind of lean heavy on the pinks because there are some blues, and I have a layout in mind, I think, for my boys that I could use with this collection. So I think we're going to try to keep with the pink theme. And so I think that'll be really easy to do. The reason I'm doing this real time as I was playing around with what photos I chose, and I picked these of my niece. I'm gonna do it that way. And look at how perfect they just fit in this opening here. So really, I have a lot of embellishing done for me. So I think this is going to go by really quickly. I am going to try to bring in some other pattern papers, I think. But we'll see, I guess, because there's a lot, like I said, already there for me. So it looks like the branding strip is just a solid on the back side. I actually, with the embellishment kit right here, I'll get this out. So with the embellishment kit, I got a whole pack of bows. So I actually sent a message to my sister and said, do you have any photos of Lucy with bows? And she reminded me that when I was down there, took some of Lucy with bows on. So those are what we are going to be using. And I was kind of worried about the color schemes, I guess, because she has some of that pink on. However, she also has some of like this green, kind of tealish. But look at what I found in the bows. It is going to be perfect. Look at, oh, come on. This bow there, it is like identical colors. So this is going to work out just fine, I think. So I did kind of play around with the layout, like I said, kind of trying to figure out what I wanted to use. There are, like I said, some blue papers, one of them right here, that I think I'll try to do a boy layout. It is going to be a challenge, I think, but I think we can do it. I need to come up with a title for this one though, because like I said, I want to kind of keep the more masculine pieces for that layout, that second layout, I guess. And so really Shine Bright is the only title piece, I guess, that I got in any of the kits that I have. So I also have the pattern paper kit and Shots of Life. Let me find the pattern paper kit now. I forgot about that actually. And see what was in here, because I was hoping, yay. So this is the pattern paper. So I'm going to bring in some other colors. So look at these. This is going to work out nice. I like this one. What I had in mind is, I think, because that's too close, like just adding a quick little dovetail. I can overlap them a little bit there. Kind of here and then here. And that will just bring in some more colors. Oh, that Shine Bright would look really good with this one. Might have to do that. I like that size. I like that placement there. We might have to do Shine Bright, and then we can always... Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of other layouts as I'm going along too. That's kind of bright, isn't it, for this blue? Yeah, that's not going to work. So very handsome. I was hoping that was going to work for my kids' layout, but I really like that. That brings some of that green from her outfit in there too. So let's see what we're going to do. I like the darker pink square here because the background's pink already, but I think this is a little bit darker. And so I could use that. Yeah, I think we might do that. And do just a dovetail. These are such unique papers. So like to have these where there's 4 squares is really kind of a different concept maybe. But I have to show you this one that I haven't. I want to fussy cut this one too, and I kind of want to use it for the boys. But look at these hexagons. I love how they are rounded as well. You could definitely add your photo to this, but I think I might fussy cut some of these out. But then look at the background. I like this pink as well. And then this came with the flavors of the month, and like I said, I'm going to try to save that. I'm wondering, I might do this photo of my kids from this summer. I printed it out for, actually to try and use it with the Nature's Haven collection, but, now I'm losing things. But I don't think I will use it for that. Let's see, so this is going to be 6, right? So we'll do 3. And see how that looks. So I have mentioned it already, but I am loving, and we might bring in some of the blue and do a couple of dovetails. I am loving the, sorry, hard to talk and cut at the same time. The ScrapRoom kits. It is so fun to get just a sprinkling of different products. So this is one that I would not have bought for myself, but I am going to get a couple of pretty amazing layouts out of it. And then the Nature's Haven is one that I wouldn't have really bought for myself either. But again, just playing around with it. I'm not going to have a lot extra if I have much at all. And then the other ones are ones that I would definitely buy for myself, and I already have one, the Summer Fun collection, but I love it and love the pieces that I got in this ScrapRoom kit. And so I'm not mad about having extras by any means. We might. See, this is where I kind of struggle with the patterns on the paper. I don't want to cover them up. I think I'm going to, but it's hard for me to cover them up. I think I'm going to use this. I have the Shots of Life kit as well. So that one is a pocket page kit that I get as well. So I have 2 pieces of paper. Actually, it's supposed to be 1 piece of paper and then embellishments, but the other piece of paper is a whole fussy cut sheet. So I don't think I'm going to dig into that because I do like the backside is a light blue. So for my kids' album, I think I'm going to use that. But yeah, that is pocket page. And then actually I want to turn this around. I would use this. I would use this. I would use this. I think I would use those. It might be silly, you guys, but I think I'm going to actually cut down the middle. I just love these and how they're the rounded corners. These would be good layering pieces. And I like this title. I like this journaling spot and that one. So I think what we're gonna do is actually cut this middle section, and I'm not going to need, look at this, I'm gonna cut these ones. We're gonna make this work, and I think I would use this blue one. I was going to cut it 2.5. So yeah, that's about 4, so perfect. 2.5. Well, I don't need that whole strip. My math was not making sense in my head, but that's okay because I don't need that entire strip. So what we are going to do is dovetail this one, and after we get done piecing together these papers, I think the embellishing will come together a lot quicker even than this has, because there we go. I like that. I just want to include a lot of the bows, and we don't have a lot of pieces. With me not fussy cutting that sheet, I don't have a lot of pieces to kind of play around with, so it should bring the layout together pretty quickly. So let's commit. I think I am ready to commit as a large truck goes by. Tell you what, it's been kind of annoying today, and another one going the other way. It has been non-stop trucks, back and forth, back and forth. As I put this down, of course, I'm going to bring this over just a little, just so the pattern papers there, to get the most room, I guess you could say. And then we'll bring this one over there. Make sure this is, there we go. It is crazy to me too that it is already September. I don't know where the summer went. I think towards the end of summer, I get kind of excited that the kids are going back to school, but then sad at the same time. I'm sure all moms are like this, but sad too, because then, you know, it's another summer gone, and yeah, they're off to doing other things. I don't know, my kids are just getting so big. It's funny, actually, right before I came out here, I put my foot up against my oldest foot, and his foot is officially, or his feet, I guess, of course, not just one foot, but his feet are officially bigger than mine, and he is 11. I still have him in height for a little bit, but not a lot of it. He will be there before I know it. So he is just getting so big. Time goes by so fast. I know they say it when you're a new parent, but it is the truth. I can't believe how old that they have gotten. So, all right, I'm going to pop my title up on foam tape. And let's see, play around. I like the placement there on the pink. And then we do have, I do want to include some of, or a couple, 2 of these. So we could almost put them around the title. Oh, the bows, because guess what? I opened up this pack and saw this full thing of bows and thought, I am a boy mom. What am I going to do with all of these bows? Oh, this is the one. Look at how perfect that is. So we want to play around. Again, I'm going to try to focus on pink, and then obviously that teal. These are just so long. I don't know where to put them, which I guess I could almost do that and then just trim it off. So we can play around with that one, because that even, well, that would work, wouldn't it? Here comes another one. So loud. Ugh. I can't handle it. It's annoying. Sorry for complaining, you guys. All right. Actually, I might do this big one here. Do those big bows there. We got this one and this one. Some teeny tiny ones. And I probably should bring in some blue ones. This tab, I think at the top would be cute. And I could almost put one of the smaller ones there. I think I'm going to bring a blue one in the top though. That's pink. We don't, well, I think that's fine. It goes down kind of further than I want. Maybe this one there. Put a bow there, a couple bows here, then maybe a small blue one. I should probably bring in this one too. We could do everything is awesome down here. And there's that. And we have some flowers. That's a darker pink one. We could sneak in up here. This one we could sneak in. And just put that one there. What do we think? It's kind of busy. Oh, that one doesn't go there. And that one doesn't go there. I don't think I love this. And the only reason I had that, I like that better there. Maybe we just don't use the tab. Or use the tab under. No, maybe we just don't use the tab. Because what I think we could do then is bring these up here. We could almost put that one over top a little bit. But I just felt like that was coming in too far. I think I like this cluster. The top, we are going to commit to that one. That blue bow, when I had it the other way, was just on the photo creeping into her face too much. So I didn't, that's why we are going to change this. I think we will pop this up on some foam tape. I got these from Hobby Lobby and I'm loving these. They came in 3 different sizes and I don't know, I think, yeah, I'm liking these circle ones for sure. Yep, I like that cluster there. This one's kind of large too. That instead. Well, what if we switched them? I think if we switch them, that would be better. And then maybe instead of, oh, Shine Bright. I was going to say, we don't have a title. We do. That Shine Bright. We are going to use that. I think I do like this over here, though. Try to get it over as far as we can so it's not creeping in again on her face. We will tuck this one underneath. I like this one down here too. But this cluster needs a 3rd element. So we got to figure out a 3rd element for that one. All right, I think we will pop this up too. Use some of these. All right. Also, while I am talking about the scrap room, I guess, or using the scrap room products, if you are not part of the Scrap Room Facebook group, you should join. We, myself and Amanda, Scrappy Amanda Jane, I think is what her Instagram is, do a live video on there each month using the products. And she actually has different products. She has the double shot kit. So we know that we're using separate or different products, I guess, that way. That is not I know glue would be easier, but I don't like glue. So yeah, I am over there once a month doing a process video live. So kind of like this, but I can see, or I try to see your comments. I couldn't figure it out last time really, but then I can kind of talk with you guys. So that's been fun. All right, we're gonna put that one there, I think. I don't know about a bow over there. It just seems like too much. I don't know that I love that either. Just do the 2 over here, and we still need a 3rd element. I don't know what I would add to these 2 bows though, but let me know. Do you think that cluster needs a 3rd element? Because right now I'm at a loss. But I think we are just going to use these around. Look at me getting my glue out after I said I don't like it. Oh no, see, that's why I don't like it. All right, so I like those. I do have this blue one left too, but I just don't know where I would put it. A 3rd piece here, right there. Bring in that blue. I was gonna save it for the boys, but I think we're gonna do that. And that brings in all 3 kind of colors in that cluster. This doesn't have anything blue down here. It's kind of got that aqua, but I think it's gonna end up being okay. Because I think if I add another one, it's just gonna be too much. I think it's kind of busier than I anticipated anyways. You know what I could do? I could make some teeny tiny flags. Let's find our scraps. And bring in this blue down here. Kind of stinks that you can't even see the phrases, but it is what it is, right? I think if we do that and then bring in that same, I think we've got scraps left of that too. Perfect. Look at this. This is going to work out nice. I'm gonna cut. I don't trim it very straight. I am not a straight cutter by any means. All right. Once this is done, I think we're gonna call that good. But I like how that just elongates that cluster too. It was kind of looking too open down here. So we'll add this one. I should probably trim that up a little bit. And we will add this one. This looks like a sloppy cut, you guys. All right, so there. I think I like that. I think we will call that good. I don't think the tab would look good down there. Don't have any more small flowers that I would want to use. Again, trying to keep those blue ones for the boys. I will even use this for my kids. So that's kind of why I have that, because there is going to be some pink, obviously. I just don't think a bow there that, nope, I think we're going to call it good. So this is part of the Flavors of the Month kit. The bows were part of the add-on embellishment kit for the month. And then the pattern paper kit. So I used all 3. Well, I had the pattern paper kit and the Shots of Life. I don't know, but we used a lot of the different kits. So this is going to finish off this layout. I will link the scrap room down below if you guys are interested, but I hope you guys enjoyed this layout and we will see you next time. Bye guys.